As I'll ever be.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli, where me and 6 of my friends here are brave enough to play in. And Nuuli came out of my brain. I forgot to say that part. Unfortunately, Jeff, who plays Selanar, is literally going snorkeling on the other side of the world right now. He popped in to the Discord to say hello to everybody on the video chat real quick before you all showed up. He's literally on a boat.
He's literally underwater.
Yeah. Yep. He is having a good time with a bunch of really cool people, so good job for Jeff. And Tanner, who plays Lunine, will be along in a few minutes, just finalizing a few things. But welcome back, everybody. Holidays were hopefully good for all of you and all of you. So it's good to be back. Dust off the old RP and rolling trigger fingers, and we have.
What are we doing?
Well, we'll cover that. Before that, I'm going to need someone to roll a D31. As an FYI to anybody who may be interested, we have migrated the Roll20 aspect of the game over to their new jump gate, which is supposed to run smoother and quicker and will hopefully provide for some fun kind of cool stuff in there as we go along and get more used to that. So not a huge shift, but just a little update.
Damn it! I still can't use D20.
15. Oh.
15 it is. Great.
Okay.
As we before we get started here, let's go around. Please, everybody, reintroduce yourselves, as it's been a while. Introduce your characters, and just answer a very simple question for us this evening. What is your character's least favorite weather? Yeah, just pretty easy, and that's that. Cool. So let's start at the top of the ladder with Sarah.
Oh, hey, that's me. My name is Sarah. I'm a human, and I'm playing Andra Grandspark. What the hell is my name? Andra Grandspark, who is a halfling wizard. Given Andra's small stature, I'm gonna guess that windy weather is probably her least favorite.
Okay, fair enough. I dig that. Next on down, we've got Matt.
Hello, I'm the next on down, and I'm Matt, and I'll be playing Corvus, the Fearsome Rogue. And yeah, I'm trying to remember where we were. We're in a tight spot. That's what it was. Anyway, the question: what is Corvus's least favorite weather? Clear, bright, sunny skies.
Fair enough. Makes sense for a rogue to not be too fond of that.
I was just gonna say, I bet he hates broad sunshine.
Yeah. Next up, we have Amber.
Hello. Hi, I'm Amber. I'm playing Ozo, the halfling Way of Mercy monk. Weather is mostly lovely because, seasons are good for the earth, but to say humidity is pretty rough because, it's a little hard to breathe in a mask and get a little sweaty. But, I guess everything is a thing and it passes, but humidity is hard.
Fair enough. Thank you so much. Next up, we've got Mike.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike. I play your most bodacious and bardacious half-elf bard warlock, Renata Soul Angel. And I would say anything with humidity absolutely destroys his beautiful hair. So
I was just going to say, messes up his
whether
hair.
I dislike. Yeah.
Fair enough. And my name is Jared. I am your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 6 player characters, and as such, weather is under my control. So that's fun. I've got it. Thank you for the Pikachus and all the character recaps going on in the chat. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Love to see you there. Yeah. Well, with that all being said, let's dive into Last Time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, our heroes split up to achieve various ends, securing passage aboard the Healer's Eye to Shorebank, obtaining the Goblin figurine to pay for said passage, and to do a little last-minute shopping. While Corvus sent word to Cash that he would be traveling for a while, and others kept watch over the home of Jay, the tiefling, who is the current owner of this goblin statuette. Selanar wandered off on his own, and Andra and Lunine went and secured passage aboard the Healer's Eye. Cash responded to Corvus through magical means that he would be interested for Corvus to represent his interests along his travels as he went, and to make contacts for Cash and take notes of certain types of figures that he may run across. Making his way back to the townhouse, Corvus found Renata performing on the street, which allowed Ozo cover to be unobserved. During that time, Ozo had noticed that a few people were indeed taking note of Renata himself. Corvus, meanwhile, feeling that time was really not on their side and feeling a little rushed in his desire to skip town, after having a conversation with his contact Vala, decided that the timeline needed to move up a little bit and snuck into the house of Jay just after dark, not waiting too long. Was almost discovered while sneaking in through the bathroom window that Selanar had left unlatched. But Ozo, in their wiseness, rang the front doorbell in order to distract the maid Glinda. Undetected, Corvus was able to swipe the figurine, but set off a magical alarm that drew attention immediately. Corvus fled into the night with Ozo hot on his heels, and people calling for guards and all kinds of alarm noises being raised magically. Meanwhile, Selanar was tricked and captured by a halfling woman and her companions, including a large blue draken and a few other shadowy figures, and was grilled about why he was in town. The halfling saw through his lies and half-truths, and eventually Selanar was forced to reveal that he was indeed sent to Cliffside by Cash to deliver some rugs, but that was all that he knew. The halfling informed him that she believed him, and he was let go. He quickly wild shaped into a cat and bounded away until he ran into Ozo, who was coming down some steps between the various levels of this tiered city. He reverted to his true form and told Ozo that the heat was definitely on and that they should get back to the ship ASAP before returning to his cat form and darting off towards the docks. Ozo decided to make their way as well, taking a different route in order to maybe confuse anyone who might be looking for them, perhaps. Meanwhile, Corvus had disguised himself and began walking casually towards the dock, and those upon the ship, now including Renata, noticed that a figure was watching them, one whom Andra deduced that had trailed Renata to the ship. Eventually, Ozo and Selanar crossed paths in a low plaza, surprisingly absent of people at this time of day, where Selanar had seen Ozo, as well as a group of 6 others laying in wait to ambush them. Selanar tried to warn Ozo and revert to his elven form by letting off a blast of a thunder wave, which echoed throughout the area, alerting both Lunine, who was watching for something, some hundreds of feet away in the shipyard, and Corvus, who, while not quite as far, began moving in that direction to see what was all about. And so we will pick up at the start of initiative of this new adventure. Tako-san Mashu, thank you for coming in. So glad to see you. So let's dive in to this. I'm going to bring everybody over.
This time on Nuuli Forged.
This time on Nuuli Forged.
Out of the frying pan into...
Yes. So, some of you may not see anything because your characters are not on the primary level yet.
You have died. And this is where we start camping 3.
But don't worry about it. If and when your character shows up in the area, you'll see everything.
Alright.
All right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. And then, let's go do this, and we will bring our friends with us over here. So, as what has just happened is Selanar has let off a blast of a thunder wave spell, which has sent this individual, this individual has gone flying to his back. Those of you here, so Selanar and Ozo, would recognize this as the guy that Corvus tied up in the alley, and you all kind of left tied up.
Yep.
Not
Oopsie.
only but this morning. And the next thing that happens is a short halfling in fine clothes kind of steps out from around the thing very cautiously and kind of puts a hand up in kind of a stopping motion and looks out towards you, Ozo, and over to Selanar and says, Now, we don't have to get violent. We want the return of our property and you to come with us. He points at Ozo. As long as you don't get sticky, everything's going to be fine. And he keeps his hand raised. The next to act in this initiative order is Ozo.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Ozo, you are right down here.
I'm right there. And it's dim light, but I can see these people.
It is dim light, so shadowy. There's light that's like up in the corners of this area, like at the top level, about 10 feet up, but the interior, the plaza, is not lit, as it is after dark and after bedtime for most people. But even so, it does seem eerily deserted in an area where you know that people do live, and like there are shops around this plaza. But no one has like poked their head out of any windows or anything yet, despite the massive thunder crash that just occurred. But Ozo, we are over to you.
Yep. Great. I'm going to stare at this halfling, absent-mindedly. I don't recognize them, do I?
You've never seen this individual before in your life.
Right. Never seen the halfling.
Nope.
Great.
Yeah. I can describe him to you, though. Let's see here.
No, I don't have to know. That's fine. I don't know this person.
Yeah.
Blink, blink. Blank, blank. What property? And who are you? Good evening. Isn't this place busier usually? And I am going to hold the dash action. If there is a threatening movement to myself or Selanar, I'm gonna run my little tushy this way.
Okay. Next up is Selanar.
Will you give me control of him?
Oh, sure.
Because I can't see jack shit as Andra. And
Right. Boop. There you go.
hey! Look, there's some shit happening.
Yeah. Selanar just cast Thunderwave and knocked this guy on his ass.
Cool. Who is this person looking over my shoulder? Or looking over Selanar's shoulder?
You don't know.
Oh.
But he's currently just standing there, keeping an eye on both Selanar and the halfling, who has his hand raised.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, Tanner.
All of my settings changed,
Yeah,
Oh no.
that checks out.
so I had to put everything back. Which is funny, because I had Discord open like an hour ago, and it was fine.
Well, thankfully you are here at the top of the initiative, so we're all gravy, baby.
Yeah. Cool. Selanar is going to glance at this person who is next to me. He's not threatening me threatening Selanar in any way. Is he? He's just standing there.
At the moment, he's just standing there.
Cool. Selanar is going to look at him and nod and step away, like a few steps away.
So you go to step away, and he puts his hand on your shoulder to like keep you where you are.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. So it's just there. It's not like he's not grappling you, but he's like put his hand up to stop you.
Yeah, Selenar's just going to look at him and say, excuse me, what's your problem? And like shrug it off.
Gotcha. Cool.
And step away. He's aiming to be behind this column from yonder halfling that is being threatening.
Okay.
Is the guy going to prevent him from moving?
Well, no, he doesn't have an action to do so. And you see that as you like look at him and you step away, you see that his hand twitches. But because the halfling's hand, you get the sense that because the halfling's hand is raised, he has not done something.
Cool. Maybe gonna keep walking around this way and murmur. Yeah, no. Selenar's just going to step behind this column from the obviously threatening halfling, and keep an eye on that guy.
Great.
And hold an ice knife. If he attempts to do anything more than say, hey, stay here.
Cool. So Selanar had clocked all these people before, so he knew where they all were. Ozo doesn't know where they all are at the moment.
Gotcha.
So Ozo is only aware of the halfling, the guy on the ground, and this guy who stepped out to grasp a hold of Selanar.
Gotcha.
You do hear that this guy shouts, "He's holding some sort of magic." To which the halfling once again comes back to the top. Oh, there is a map. Sorry, we all. Sorry about that. Swapped over the. Thank you, I've got it. Swapped over to the Lunine inclusive chat and forgot to get rid of the cover screen. Haha. All right. So the halfling says, "Doesn't matter who I am, and you know what you took. Your little elf friend spilled the beans, and we know you came because of cash. And we heard his conversation to you on the stairs. So give us back what you took, as you seem much more the type than he does. And I don't have all day or all night."
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Did it actually roll? No, of course not, because I clicked at the wrong part. 15.
15's pretty good.
Don't have anything.
Well, then there must be someone else who you came here with. Which means if they came here with you, they'll probably need you or want you back. So I think it's best that both of you come with us.
I have no response to that aside from standing here longer. No one's made a move, so.
Yeah. As soon as he says, come with us, he puts his hand down, and you see, stepping from shadows and behind columns, all these additional figures, including this hulking blue dragonborn,
Nice.
with draken, sorry, with massive horns and a huge axe.
Mm.
Earlier than I expected.
This crazy, wild-looking gnome who steps out from around a corner. And this little halfling woman who
Aw.
Selanar recognizes as the halfling who had captured him. He also recognized... Well, actually, he can't see this individual. Our friend here has, of course, stood up from prone in the meantime, and they take a step towards you as this individual takes a few steps towards Selanar.
I would have thrown the ice knife the minute he... Selanar would have thrown the ice knife the minute he started to.
Okay. Then we're gonna do this off. So go ahead, make the attack.
He was holding it. He was holding it for the guy to come after him, so...
Well, a round went by and the spell didn't trigger.
Oh, a whole round went by? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Never mind.
It's a cantrip, so you can... we'll just say you
It's
reconjured
not
it.
a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
It's a first level spell.
Yeah, between the conversation, a couple of rounds went by. They were all just kind of holding their dash
My bad.
action. It's all good.
My bad. Never mind.
Yeah. So that having been the halfling's turn, we're going to pick up Ozo. It's your turn. All these individuals have made themselves visible to you.
And was that threatening?
They're all moving towards you, and they all held a dash action. So like these two stayed here. This guy actually is a little bit closer. 10...
Yeah, I just, with my held dash, I wonder if that was threatening enough. And I dash over here. As the reaction to their moving toward me.
Yeah, you could have moved.
Does that work for me? Great.
Yeah.
So I will hop over here. Okay. Well, if you say so, I will run up to the other side of Selenar's friend and punch.
Okay, go for it.
That didn't roll properly.
Indeed.
Try.
Told us you wanted to, but didn't actually.
Right. Try this. Nope.
Arm strike. Also
This is a
known
fun game.
as
Try
Ozo
this.
action.
D&D Beyond updated. Okay, well, that's fine.
It makes me wonder. Let me try. I'm going to try one just to see if I'm going to have issues down the road. This is obviously not an attack.
Yeah, it's not working.
No.
Ooh, very cool. I
Weird.
can do it too.
Huh. It may have not been updated for Jump Gate yet.
Okay.
Cool.
+5. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 will hit, yes.
Great. I punched him. For 8 punching.
Okay, great.
And yeah, why not? I made an attack. I'm gonna attack again?
Okay.
That's a thing I could do. I'm remembering how to play this game.
Yeah.
Why does it need a space? That's
Because it's
only a
dumb.
13.
Remember, you can just click on the dice icon and just roll the die, and then we can just add it.
I could. That's true. I just was already here
Yeah, sure.
because I was doing plus.
Cool.
That does a 13 hit.
A 13 will hit, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. He's not very heavily armored.
Ooh, have 9 damage.
Oof, that's a big hit.
Pop, pop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you punch him twice, and he goes, ah! That goes to Selanar.
Oh, hey. Selanar is going to glance at that, look at that guy, decide that Ozo is doing a great job of punching him, and is not very good at punching. But seeing the number of individuals around looking awfully threatening, he's going to try something new and cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
So now there's 4 of him.
Great. Love that. So he's got 4 duplicates or 3 duplicates? 3 duplicates.
3 duplicates plus himself.
Great.
Now, turn all of them into a cat.
Great. Anything else from Selanar?
That was an action, so
Okay.
I think nope, I think that's great.
All right. Rushing around the corner comes this guy. Straight at you with a little dagger for Selanar. So he's going to make his attack roll. That is a 24 to hit. But he needs to roll a d20, or you need to roll a d20, right?
I need to roll a d20.
Great.
And he hits a duplicate.
Great. So one of the duplicates vanishes, but Selanar takes no damage.
Correct.
Cool. Which is great. He does shout, "Boss, they've definitely got magic."
Duh.
Which next, the woman, the little halfling woman, scampers over to about here. And looks at Ozo. And Ozo, I'm going to need you to please make a wisdom saving throw. And you have advantage on this.
Okay. 11.
11 is not going to cut it. You are charmed by this woman as she looks over you and she just says, "Come on, halfling to halfling, let's all calm down, why don't we?" And you become charmed by her.
I mean, she's very pretty.
She is. She's very cute.
Okay, so I think she's friendly. But just her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And she's telling you to just chill out and be cool.
But that's not a command.
Well, no, she doesn't command you. She's just friendly towards you. Or you're friendly towards her. And then, let's see. And then I need Selanar to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh dear, charisma?
Yep.
Hey!
A 22 is a success. Natural 20 will do it every time. Well done. Next up, our little gnome friend over here scampers over.
It's getting real cozy over here.
And
I haven't gotten a turn.
you have not arrived yet.
Oh, I'm still running?
Yes, I'm going to flash to you all at the end of this round.
Okay.
I've only gotten a turn because I'm playing Selanar.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm with Andra's with you.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. So this wild-looking gnome with like crazy hair and like a tricorn style hairdo and crazy red bloodshot eyes, just looks right at Selanar and mutters a word, and a little something appears in the air.
Huh?
Yeah, right next to Selanar. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. A fun little battle axe.
Don't like that.
We got a cleric.
Indeed. He casts a spell. That's a 24 to hit Selanar, so go ahead, roll the d20.
Oh, boo.
All right. Well, better on this than anything else. So that is 9 force damage. And you still keep a duplicate, I believe.
Yes, I do not lose a duplicate because it missed them all.
Right. Great. Love that.
But Selanar takes 9 damage.
Wonderful. So yes, so you do that. And that was his bonus action. And then he goes ahead and a little bit of like this insane red and black fire appears and he chucks it towards you. So Selanar, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, not feeling very dexterous.
Selanar takes 2 radiant damage.
Does that... Do I roll another mimic? Another...
No, because it was a saving throw, it wasn't an attack roll.
Gotcha. So sorry, it was 2?
2.
Okay.
2 little radiant damage.
Okay, got it.
That's my least favorite type of damage because it's sun related.
Right. Next up, the human over here between Selanar and Ozo spins around to the one who was attacking. Or actually, no, he doesn't. He's going to disengage here and swing around, kind of roll around, and then stab towards Selanar with a short sword. The first attack
For the elf.
is a 7 to hit, which is a miss.
Yep.
And the second attack is a 23 to hit.
And it hits Selanar, not the...
All right. So Selanar takes 3 slashing damage plus 6 additional damage from his sneak attack.
Bastard.
Ouch! Yeah, Selanar begins to look very, very bad.
I'm happy.
Selanar's
not having a good day.
Meanwhile, the big, tall Dragonborn just charges right through up to Ozo.
Is it an actual dragon or a dragonborn?
It's a Draken. So in Nuuli, dragon. There's some terminology that is going to be shifting in Nuuli in preparation for upcoming things. So Dragonborn are going to become Draken. Tabaxi are going to become Feline. There's a few other things that I will let you all know.
Sure.
I have to get used to it myself.
That's fair. The way you were talking so fast, I couldn't tell if it was an actual dragon or...
Mm-hmm. He looks very draconic.
Yeah.
But he looks like he abandons all sense of self-preservation and just begins swinging this massive great axe wildly against Ozo. Ozo, that is a 25 to hit.
Yes.
For 12 slashing damage as he just roars. He's like, "You will come with us!" Smashing into you. At the end of the initiative order, we flash quickly to Lunine, who has gathered Andra and Renata aboard the ship. You have rushed down the plank, running toward this big, loud, cacophonous boom that you've heard. I would like all of you to make a perception check, please.
Not super. Andre's apparently feeling extra perceptive today.
19.
Wow.
Oh, poor Renata gets the natural 1.
Yep.
Tuning his guitar.
Lunine gets a 9. Wonderful. Okay, so Lunine, you know the general direction where you heard that crash. Renata, you don't know what's going on or why Lunine has like pulled you from where you guys were.
Running?
But Andra, you heard the crash, or Lunine heard. Well, you all heard the crash, but Lunine like pulled you and was like, "Let's go." You can hear what you notice as you are running. You can't really hear the sounds of battle yet, but you know the exact direction you need to go to get there. And what you notice is the absence of any kind of pikes, like the guards that like patrol the city. The pikes are nowhere to be seen, and the guards on the dock have not and are looking like they do not have a concern about whatever that noise was. They are looking around, but they are not making an active move to like leave the docks area. As you all use your action and your movement to dash and get out of the docks.
Can I try something?
Yeah, what would you like to try?
A nobility card again on the guards.
You can try.
I'm just gonna turn to the guards and what are you all standing around for? There's trouble. You all need to go to it. And if you don't, I, Marquis Lunine Duskblight, will make your life a living hell if you don't investigate with us. Move.
Okay.
I got goosebumps just listening to that.
Go ahead, make
I still don't know what's happening.
make an intimidation check with disadvantage because they don't know who you are. And there are other factors here.
Shot.
But yeah. You're still very persuasive.
Nope. Not with a 9.
With a 9, they look at you and they kind of raise an eyebrow, and one of them simply responds,
You rolled investigation.
Oh.
"Oh, yeah."
Was that
And you got no bonus.
So what's your intimidation bonus?
Same modifier.
Okay, so 9. So the 9 stands.
I'm a noble. I'm not normally supposed
Yeah.
to be intimidating.
Yeah. Yeah, they look at you and they're like, "We don't have marquis here. And we don't answer to you." They don't move to stop you in any way, but they seem perfectly content to not leave their post.
Andra is going to shout at a different guard as we run past. What is that?
He doesn't respond. Corvus, you heard this loud crash go off, and you looked around. Go ahead, give me a perception check, Corvus, where you are.
Okay, let's see what happens. In D&D Beyond, it was a 13. Oh, it went through.
Yep. The skills seem to be going through. The attacks, for whatever reason, seem to not be at the moment. Great.
Spell descriptions are.
Yeah. So with a 13, you heard all that, the big thunderous noise. You also notice that there are no pikes moving in the direction. And in fact, you notice there are no pikes in this neighborhood that seem to be anywhere, which is a little unusual because they're guards. They should be patrolling at night. You also notice that no residents are looking in the direction. I'd like you to make an insight check with advantage.
Oh boy.
Insight, we're fucked.
Yes. we
Okay,
are.
with a 6, you don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem good.
Yeah, I kind of got that when I woke up this morning.
So I leave it to you. You had previously said that you were just going to continue walking casually. Do you continue to do that, or do you go full speed?
I know. I go full speed. I'm going to try to catch up to where the sound was. I think it's trouble. I would like to imagine I've at least heard one of our. I mean, Selenar's cast it at least once in my presence, right? That particular spell.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but probably.
I think so. It's a
Magic probably means something bad is going on. The lack of guards.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the lack of
anyone
guards,
else.
the loud noise, and the no response from the locals that makes you think something bad is happening. Based on your your lived experience.
Yeah. Let's get to the scene of the action.
Cool. All right. At the top of initiative, Lunine, you're leading your group. So go ahead, roll a d20. On a 19 or higher, you arrive at the scene.
Nope.
Okay. Corvus, at the top of initiative, I want you to roll a d20. You're a little bit closer, so on a 16 or higher, you arrive at the scene.
Dang it!
Okay. All right. The halfling individual goes ahead and moves on over this way towards you, Ozo. And he looks at you and he says, "It doesn't look like your elf friend's going to last much longer. You really should just give up and come with us." And you see he pulls out a short bow and is aiming it at Selanar.
Damn it.
I can call them off at any time. And Ozo, we go to you.
Ozo is going to step in to vaguely attempt to block that. Make that harder.
Okay.
And then going to... I'm reading this. Sorry, I haven't used this yet.
Mhm.
I guess I can't do it.
Selenar's on deck.
That's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Being on
being
deck?
targeted. That's too bad. Fudge it. I will reach out and touch Faith.
Okay. So you use your healing hands? Or
Yeah,
what?
I'll use a healing hand.
Okay.
Let's see if that rolls.
Go ahead. Roll hit points.
Where is it? There it is. How many does it do? Oh, the same equivalent to my punching.
Mm-hmm.
Have 5 hit points, and maybe that keeps you up or from being killed outright, Selanar.
Thank you.
Great.
Great.
Wonderful.
Your voice sounds different.
Next up, it is indeed Selenar's turn.
Thank you. Cool. Selanar is going to murmur. Bonus
wait.
action. Oh,
I have a thing.
What's that?
If I still gets to punch.
Oh, yeah.
ooh.
I
More
do.
punching.
Key field attack. If I spend a key point as part of your action on your turn, you can make one attack with an unarmed strike.
Oh, great.
Bonus action.
Wonderful.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, Selanar. I'm
No.
punching Drakenface.
Yeah, go ahead. Punch Brunt.
Great.
He loves to be punched.
Yeah, it is one of his
Very nice.
things.
A 13.
A 13 just hits.
Oh, great. Here, have some damage. 6 damage.
Yeah. So you reach out, pump some healing energies into Selanar, and then wheel around and punch this massive towering Draken figure who towers easily 3 times your size. He's over 7 feet tall, maybe close to 8 with the horns because they kind of like curl
Oh,
up.
that's fun.
And
He was a
you
large creature,
punch him
wasn't
right
he?
in the gut, and it hits him, and his muscles absorb the impact, and you see him just go. Actually, do me a favor, roll me another d20,
Okay.
because technically you had advantage on that strike.
Oh, nice. Oh,
So-
yeah, went out.
So good, a 13. You might have crit. So you deal the damage to him. He takes the damage, but he looks nonplussed. And you see his eyes are just like dilated in these like little slits. They're very narrowed, and he's focused on you. And his
Is-
toothy maw begins to grin.
Sure.
Awesome.
Uh,
Everybody loves a toothy
Is he
maw.
defined as a large creature?
No,
Larger than me?
no, he's medium.
Darn.
Aren't you small though?
You
Oh, I
are
am
small. Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Selanar, we're now over to you.
Yep. Selanar is pretty unhappy.
Yeah. Yeah, you are having a rough time. There's a lot of damage that's going on to your poor little elven body.
Run away.
Selanar is going to use his last second level spell slot to Misty Step right on over behind this column.
All right, cool. Wonderful.
Or probably, I guess I have to be able to see it. So adjacent to this column, and then we'll use some movement to hide behind it.
All right, cool. So you duck behind that column.
Yeah.
Next up, this guy saw...
And I'm hiding there, by the way. Misty Step is a bonus action, so I'm using my action to hide.
Oh, okay. Make a stealth check for me.
14.
Cool. So, he did see you when you appeared over here, so he's gonna go here and attempt to look for you.
Bastard.
He's gonna make a perception check. Oh, and he just gets it with a 14.
Bastard.
So he sees you there and goes,
There are still 3 of me.
there are, yes. So he reaches out with a dagger, and that's a 12 to hit.
Rolling a d20.
Roll the d20.
And he hits
He hits a duplicate. All right.
Oh, 12 hits him. And is your AC anyway?
Duplicate. 12 is his AC,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
and the duplicate has an AC of 11. So yeah, he hits the duplicate.
Yeah.
So down 1 more duplicate. So now
Yeah. As the duplicates go down, there the likelihood to hit a duplicate increases.
Yeah, the last one I think has to be an 11.
Ooh.
An 11 or higher, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that's what he does. So no damage to Selanar, but he has pointed you out, which has allowed our lovely little halfling over here to... You see what she does? Is she's going to... Oh, I'm going to use the thing.
Selenar's going to cry.
Yeah.
You already used your free action.
Yeah. So she's just going to make a step over this way. And you see she pulls out a purple flute and releases this cacophonous, horrible grating noise. And I need a Constitution saving throw from Selanar.
Cool. He is moderately better at those.
A 19 is a success. Which is great. So this washes over you. You take 1 thunder damage instead of 2. And are not pushed away.
Great.
On a scale of 1 to Renata Soul Angel, how did she sound?
It sounded like she was purposefully making it sound painful.
Oh, so like a Renata Soul Angel. I see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Uh,
I'm not inviting you to the next show.
let's see.
I'm just teasing.
You can stay in the van.
Squazim.
Stay in the van.
Does everybody want Selanar?
Yeah. So I'm gonna need a Wisdom saving throw from Selanar.
Good lord.
Yeah. An 11 is a success.
Huzzah.
For a moment, Selenar's body tensed up, and it felt like he couldn't go anywhere. But then he just barely manages to shake off the magical effect. And then the axe swings towards you, Ozo. That is a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 force damage.
Okay.
Our friendly little fancy man over here puts away his short sword and pulls out a tiny little hand crossbow and aims it at you and fires. But with an 8 to hit, you duck out of the way. You see it coming.
I'm too short for you.
And then our lovely little Draken friend abandons all self-preservation. He does not feel intimidated by you and swings his great axe. That's a natural 20 to hit.
Okay.
You take 18 slashing damage.
Cool. I'm down.
And Ozo falls to the ground.
18. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is some of our entire HP pools. That is
He crit.
H pools.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool, man.
At the start of initiative, Tanner, please roll a d20. I believe it was a 19 or higher last time. It is now a 17 or higher because there were 3 of you.
Nope.
Okay. Corvus, we're over to you. Now roll a d20 on a 15 or higher.
Fight's gonna be over before we get there.
We're all gonna be
Corvus, at the start of this initiative round, you rush out and appear here. Whoops.
Yeah? Where is that? Oh, look at that.
Right there.
Are
Where?
we in Vivek? We're in Vivek.
Here?
Go ahead and roll initiative for me, Corvus, to determine where you will play in this round of initiative.
I don't see him.
I see him, but I can't pick him. Oh, wait. There we are. Picked him.
Great. Go ahead, roll some initiative.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Welcome to this fight, Corvus.
Cool.
And who has higher decks?
So, Corvus, in this dim light, you can see that Ozo... make a perception check for me first, as you come across this way.
You cannot see.
Goddamn.
Technically, it's at disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Well, then
Take
11.
advantage.
Cool. So, what you see is a group of people swarming around others. It seems like there's two little groups of people against individuals, and one of them is on the ground. And then, stepping around, you see a small little halfling figure, which you do recognize, even in this dim light, as Darren Dannyfoot, because you were talking with him earlier today.
I was like, hey!
And you see him be like, all right. And you see him be like, search the body. It must have the ledger. And he's... Yeah. And then Corvus, we're over to you.
But I genuinely don't, do I?
You don't.
I did
Great.
reverse pickpocket you and plant it on you so that I could leave. No one has it. No one knows about it. And at the time, that sounded like a good idea.
Yeah.
I need to get a little bit closer for two reasons. I need to see what's going on.
Yeah, so there's like guardrails up here. You're like 10 feet up. So you can jump down, or there are stairs that you can take right over here.
Let me ask you this. I had sort of decided that probably when I'm trying to bounce between civilian mode and rogue mode, that it's probably hard to carry a short bow. What do you think? Is that like
people carry their stuff, like it's fine.
Okay. Because that means some people are in range.
Part of your disguise is the ability to like hide stuff on you.
Oh, good to know.
And like you could have like hidden it as a walking stick and then restrung it like as you were running over this way. Like there's lots of ways to story it out.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking for like I'm not trying to abuse.
No, you're good. And I'm not going to make you go into battle without your weapon unless it's like a very specific circumstance.
No, that's fair. I was prepared to make some.
Yeah.
Can't have my cake and eat it too every time. Okay, quick look around. I just want to know. I'm at a pretty decent vantage point. There are some folk in range, but you have told me I don't really know who they are.
Correct.
So I'd be shooting blindly.
You'd be shooting at targets who you don't know who or what they are.
Probably bad.
This looks like about an average-sized guy. His back's to you. This is a big, tall dude over here with horns. You do recognize Darren because you've seen him before. But yeah, those are the two you see over there, and then you see a couple smaller figures over this way. Go ahead, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
So DC 12 and a 15 will get you a lot of stuff.
Cool. No, I mean, I just made it.
Yeah, so with a 13, you're not quite sure who this is based on what you were told by Vartla. Could be any number of people, but only one person would fit that description. A massive hulking brute with horns that curve up on top of his head. That's got to be Brunt. The only Draken you've heard about.
Yeah. So I pretty much know what I want to do, and Brunt is just in my range. Now, my question is, and I think this would be something that Corvus would hopefully be able to quickly identify as...
And just FYI, you do still have your full movement and everything.
That's true. I am looking for, if I shoot from here, a place that I can run and hide again. I want to play that game, at least for now. Do I need to give you a check for that, or is it sort of like, here's a...
Yeah, if you want a bonus action hide, you need to give me a check, yeah.
Gotcha. Let me look at distance real quick so I can get my movement. If I jump down, how much movement would that take?
So it would take 10 feet of movement.
Great. Okay. All right, I got a sort of an idea. I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to try to get Brunt while I have some sneaky advantage.
Cool, yeah, right now he is not aware of you, so you have advantage on the attack.
Excellent news. Does a 22 hit?
It absolutely does.
Does a 19 damage?
Yeah.
Damage.
So you line up with your short bow, and and an arrow lodges itself in the back of his right shoulder, and he roars very unhappily.
Immediately, I'm going to, with my movement, run to this corner handrail thing, or maybe here, because that might not have a handrail, and jump over here, right, just north of the steps to try to hide in that cranny nook corner thing.
So you're going to jump down and hide behind that set of stairs.
Yeah, does that sound doable?
Sure.
It's been a bad day for acrobatics, so hopefully I don't sprain ink.
Just go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, where is that? You would think it would be in the A's.
It is. It's like the third one down.
Oh, it's the very first one. Funny enough.
Yeah, there you go.
You say it's right at the top.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Does a 23 make me not hurt myself?
Yes, a 23 allows you to land without taking any falling damage from the 10 feet on this planned jump. So you jump down there, you fire, and as soon as you fire and you hear that roar, you book it down and you hop down. Go ahead, make your hide check as your bonus action. So stealth check, rather.
Ooh, that's not so great.
Ooh, on a natural one, unfortunately, you do make noise as as you run, and you go ha, and kind of let out a you let out kind of like a "they'll never find me here." Only it's a little too loud. You thought you were using your inside voice, but
like, that was a great shot on that big dumb brute of a.
Yeah. So they don't necessarily like see you, but they are aware of your presence. Like, it's hard to know who could see you at this point.
Yeah,
Like
well.
the laughing echoes in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, your presence has been noticed.
Son of a bitch. The number of ones on this play day, not game day, but
yeah.
whatever.
Ozo, go ahead. Whisper me a D20 death saving throw, if you'd be so kind. Okay. What do you see in this moment of unconsciousness? What image flashes before Ozo's eyes as they linger?
Oh, it's feathers falling.
Okay. Next up, we go to Selanar.
Selanar does have a line of sight on Ozo and is going to throw a healing word at them.
Great.
For 7 healing.
Wonderful. You get 7 healing and are no longer unconscious.
And then he is going to action. Oh, he's holding a spear. He's holding a spear?
Yeah, he's got a spear.
Cool. He's going to stab at dude who keeps trying to stab him with a dagger because that's rude.
Yeah, an 18 will hit.
Very rude.
Are you, so is this one-handed or two-handed?
I don't think I'm holding anything else, am I?
No, but you did just cast a spell.
So I probably only have it one-handed.
And healing word's a bonus action, right? Are there somatic components, or is it just verbal?
Let me check. I think there's somatic. Nope, just verbal.
Okay, great. Then yeah, it can be two-handed if you want.
Sure. It's a whopping 1 hit point difference, but sure, we'll take it.
Yeah. So it takes one point of damage.
7 points of damage.
No, it doesn't add.
What?
It rolls it separately, so it's just the number of dice. If you hover over it, you'll see it rolls 1d6, and then it rolls 1d8, because it's different damage die for the...
It's a different die. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
In that case, he probably was not using it two-handed.
Well, now you're metagaming.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Great. Wonderful. You can always switch it up. All right. Next up, this guy is going to try to dagger stab you, Selanar, because Selanar tried to stab him with, or did stab him with a spear.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20 to hit. Go ahead, roll your image.
Hits the image.
All right, the last image is gone, but Selanar takes no damage, which is great. Next up, our little pipe player begins to play a lovely little tune on her flute, which is fun and exciting.
Is it?
Yeah. Great. How many hit points does Selanar have?
8.
Selanar falls asleep, falls unconscious as the notes from the.
If he's an elf, he can't be put to sleep by magic.
I can't be put to sleep. Selanar cannot.
Nice.
No.
There is no way she could have known that.
Nope.
No one's seen it out before.
But she's like,
and it shows.
And she looks confused. So good lucky Selanar for being there.
Selanar winks at her.
And she looks to the little gnome and she says, "Well, that didn't work. You do something." And the crazy little gnome kind of like looks at her and says, "Oh, I will." Yes. And just steps towards Selanar, and with a natural 20,
Oof.
reaches out and grabs towards Selanar. There are no images to block. So with a natural 20, he reaches out, and oh my god.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
My stars and garters.
Deals 29 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, you
Cool.
did. You did.
God damn.
You just killed the elf.
Selanar is unconscious.
Yep.
Only
Is
unconscious.
that outright too?
No.
No. He had to get through hit points, and then there was still...
Got it. Okay, cool.
So he hasn't...
I wasn't
would've
sure
been-
what hit points were.
However,
It's
like...
basically like double the max.
Yeah.
It would be for me.
And this this gnome is cackling like crazy, and you can definitely hear the cackle, Corvus. It sounded like horrible. There was like screams as like these crazy images just like erupted from like the aura of this gnome and swept over Selanar and just tore at him and like tore apart his skin. It was violent and rude. It was horrible.
Very rude.
So our little friendly guy over here saw you run, Corvus, and so he's going to be like, "And who the hell are you?" And is going to fire a hand crossbow at Corvus. That is a 16 to hit, which I think just hits for 4 piercing damage.
I didn't even get partial cover.
No, he ran over because he saw where you went and then was like, "Aha! Who the hell are you?" and fires a little crossbow at you. Brunt is angry, but sees that Ozo is now still alive and looks to Darren, and Darren just kind of like nods and swings his axe at advantage towards the prone Ozo.
How did Ozo get back alive?
Selanar healed them.
Ooh.
But that is an
Move.
18 to hit for 9 slashing damage on Ozo. So Ozo is unconscious yet again, I believe. Next up, Darren. Use it at the start of initiative. Tanner, please roll a d20. There's 3 of you, so on a 14 or higher, you all appear at the top of the round.
16.
All right. The 3 of you appear. I believe, Lunine, you have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
One of us has to.
I need a Renata as well. Thought I had Renata out here. Boom. So the 3 of you all rush up here. And all of you can go ahead.
Oh, there we are.
Select your tokens and roll initiative for the round. And then you can all give me a perception check.
Oh, there I am.
Yes.
Yeah, we're up at the top.
You are all up at the top. Indeed, the docks are this direction.
Oh, wow. I think that's the best initiative I've ever had.
Very nice. Excellent for some high initiatives in this moment.
And then you said perception?
Yeah, all of you can go ahead, roll some perception as well.
Nice.
Um, Wonderful.
The cavalry has arrived? Question mark.
Indeed, Corvus, you see your other 3 friends arrive at the top of this thing. You can't see what's going on. Let's see. Lunine, you can see that there seems to be a guy here, like with a little hand crossbow out, firing at something over here that you can't see because of the column. You see this little halfling woman. You see this wild gnome cackling immensely. And that's about all you can see. Renata, you don't see much. Oh no, you have dark vision too, don't you? As a half elf.
I do. Yes.
So what you see is this little halfling woman and this crazy gnome. And I think that's all you see. Andra, did you roll perception? You don't.
I did. I rolled a 12.
And you
I do
don't
not
have
have
dark vision. Yeah, so you don't really. You can hear what's going on and you can see some like indistinct shapes, but you can't tell who anybody is.
Cool.
Are you standing behind everyone, like looking over the shoulder?
Yeah, pretty much. Sitting at the top of the stairs, making an entrance, have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
The handrail's like right here, and you're like, God damn it.
Guys, I have little legs. I can't see.
Corvus, we're over to you. You've been shot by a little crossbow bolt.
Anyone get a step stool?
Gosh. My turn so soon. My goodness.
You're at the top of the initiative order.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't really know if this is going to work, but here we go. I see the little arrows drawn. I'm going to fire back, because why not?
Do it.
Yeah.
I am not going to get sneak attack, because...
Knows where you are.
He knows where you are.
Does a 16 hit, however?
A 16 will hit.
How does a 13 sound? Ooh, nope, 7. I lied. 7.
Yeah, 7 damage. Yeah, a solid hit in the shoulder. Thunk! Ah!
Corvus does one of these.
Yeah, he looks a little concerned. Like
Is
he's
this thieves' cant for... Can't touch this.
sure. Anything anything else on your turn?
So you said he looked a little concerned?
Yeah, when you shot him, he like there's an arrow sticking out of him, and like you shot him with a real arrow. He's got a little hand crossbow bolt that he fired.
Yeah, don't bring a crossbow to a
That's
bow
not a knife.
fight, buddy.
This is a knife.
Exactly. That's not an arrow. Literally. All right, now I'm gonna run away. This is gonna be real stupid, me trying to hide over around this pillar thing, but I can't quite make it.
He does look like a human.
What does that mean?
Means you probably can't see in the dark very well.
Yeah, but I can't make it to the pillar I want to get to without dashing, and then that would give up my bonus action. So I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna do like a weird thing. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna look like I'm running this way, and I'm gonna dash back this way, and I'm gonna try to hide. I don't know.
So you're gonna hide behind this pillar?
I see my friends coming, so I'm not as concerned about the hiding. But yes, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, could be better.
Yeah.
I was in a pinch.
All right. Cool. Next up, we have Renata. You see Corvus like poke around the corner here.
I'm giving you the signal.
For my stage entrance, yeah, let's rock this place.
I've got my little lantern. I'm gonna flash it at you like a spotlight.
So I dramatically come down these steps and I see this guy.
Yeah, you see this guy, and once you get to here, you also see this little halfling kind of like bent over, and it seems to be rifling through something on the ground.
But other than Corvus, I don't see anyone else, right?
You do not see any of your other allies.
Okay. Well, let's take care of this guy first. And I will start with a little Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I like to call.
Oh, no.
A 10 will not hit. You strum your guitar, and this little like spiraling star note of energy pew, and explodes in the air. And he's like, shit! We got company!
Corvus just hangs his head.
Yeah, not my best entrance. It was almost there. Yikes. Unfortunately, that is all I can do. So.
All right. Lunine.
All right. Work. Wait. So can I look at that guy in the purple, really close by?
Yeah, you can see him.
I need to go find my glasses. I put them down somewhere. All right. So Renata missed. Lunine's gonna start running down the stairs.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets like right behind Renata, I'm gonna use Trickster Step.
Ooh, nice.
Teleport behind the man over here.
Yeah. You rush down the stairs, and in a swirl of smoke and sparkles, you appear next to the individual.
Invisible.
Oh, that's right. You are invisible until you attack.
It leaves behind a mirror image until I.
Whoa!
Yeah. So for a moment there, right here, there is a image of Lunine standing, swords at the ready. Go ahead, make attack. Your first attack at advantage.
16.
Yeah, 16 plus whatever will definitely hit. So Corvus, you see that image of Lunine seeming like it's going to swipe at Renata, but as soon as it does so, it disappears. Go ahead, do damage, Lunine.
Very cool. Glad he's on our side.
Well, plus, so this is 6 plus 4.
Not too shabby.
Nice.
And then, how is he looking?
He looks fucked up. Like, you appeared from nowhere and stabbed him in the side, and he's like, oh, fuck. He does not look like he's long for this world if you continue to attack him lethally.
Siren Strike.
Okay.
I'll just add that to the... I forget how much damage I do. 1d6 plus 3. That's another 8 psychic damage.
He grasps his side and clutches his head and falls down, dead.
Wah wah.
Is anybody looking in this direction?
Renata's looking right at you.
No, like the other people, have they noticed yet?
He called out that they had company, and you did see this big hulking Draken like turn, and you see his eyes narrow towards you.
All right, I'm just gonna with one hand just point my short sword at him.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay. Ozo, I need you to roll me a d20 death saving throw, please.
Yes.
Send me that lovely whisper.
Oh, and
Mhm.
I'm just assuming, like, Lunine was armored this whole time.
Yeah, you can summon your armor as a bonus action, and then it just stays with you the whole time. So you could have summoned it while you were running.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. I assume you do all that kind of stuff. Very cool. All right, and in this moment of unconsciousness, what is the image that flashes through Ozo's mind?
First it was feathers, and now it's snow.
Okay.
Ooh.
I am going to roll for Selanar here, because I don't think it's
Okay.
fair to put that Otis on a player.
It's
Okay.
your fault, Sarah.
Yeah, most things are.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Next up, our little guy over here rushes over and says, actually, what he does is he kind of like rushes around, takes a look at the group of people coming, and then rushes back over here. And you hear him say, "Boss, we've got company." And he just holds his dagger menacingly, kind of in the general direction of whoever. Our little halfling lady also scampers over, and she says, "Boss, we should grab him and go." And then you hear her shout, "Squazim!"
Gesundheit.
And you see Lunine and Renata and Andre, you see a crazy little gnome like dash over, and you see a floating axe hover menacingly in the air here. Andre, we're over to you.
Cool. I mostly can't see shit because it's real dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that some of my friends, wherever they might be, also cannot see in the dark.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw some dancing lights near the cluster of dark shapes I can see.
Okay, great.
There's a 120-foot range on that, so we'll put I don't know, one like over here, and one over here, and one over here, and one like over here.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see, where did I put
Cast some light on
those?
this.
Definitely.
Let's cast some light on this situation here.
Yes. Let's please do. I need to see if I can find those little Orbeez.
Yeah, where's the little purple orbs?
I don't know.
Jared,
Yes. Are you asking a question?
where's her purple orbs?
Yeah, that's the real question.
The real question here is, where are the purple orbs?
Trying to find them.
Is that your color this round, or has that always been the color of?
They're always purple. My orbs are always
Yeah.
purple.
Okay.
I can't seem to locate them for whatever reason. I may need to just remake the token.
Sure.
So, in the meantime... Here. And what do they give off?
Well, first of all, they're purple, so I'm just
Chill.
I'm just teasing.
They shine dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay, great.
And they have to be within 20 feet. There's 4 of them within 20 feet of each other. And I cast them sort of in the general region of the dark, the dark shadowy bodies I can see.
All right. So you kind of cast them down over here?
Yeah, probably one there, and then the other 3 are probably getting closer to the shadowy forms I can't see.
Okay. And they have to be within 20 feet of one another?
They have to be within 20 feet of each other, yeah.
Okay, great.
But they can be 120 feet from me, so that's basically anywhere in the room.
Yeah. All right, so these guys pop up down there.
Hey, look, guys, light.
Yeah.
And Andra, I think, is just going to step behind this handrail here and try to be inconspicuous.
All right, great.
She doesn't have a hide bonus action, so she's just trying not to call it. Yeah.
Sure. Cool.
She really doesn't have shit for bonus actions, honestly.
Yeah. You see this big dude just kind of rushes towards Lunine. And moves there, and is like his axe is like raised and looks like he's ready to strike at you. That guy is dead. At the top of the round, you hear a voice shout out, "Damn it, Brunt! Carry the halfling!" And then an individual begins to withdraw. Bonk. Corvus, that's over to you.
Interesting. Not the character I thought who would withdraw after he'd been called out. I would like to take a peek around the corner.
Yeah, make a perception check. Renata, you're on deck, followed by Lunine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, with the light now, you can see everything over here. So you can see that this guy's got to be Brunt. You can see these other figures that you recognize. This guy as Sulfin, the guy you impersonated, and way up here, kind of making his way down a side alley, you see Darren Dandyfoot. And clock that he's the one who just shouted for Brunt to carry the halfling.
Gotcha. Well, do I need to move physically to make a shot at Brunt?
You'd need to come out from around the corner, so you'd have to move to there.
Okay. Just like a 5-foot step out.
Yeah, because you just did a quick scan with your head, but to really aim, you'd have to do that.
Well, Brunt can't carry the half-elf if Brunt can't hold himself up, so I'm going to try to shoot him.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yes.
That was a 24 hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would this be at advantage / with sneak attack, or was I careless when I stepped around the corner?
No.
No. Not because I came from hiding?
I don't think your high check was very good last time, wasn't it?
Well, Brunt didn't know that, did he?
What was your last high check? Was it a 12?
It was 12, but I thought the only one that actually knew.
Let me check. Well, nope, that beats his passive, so yeah, you can have advantage.
Love
dang.
that.
So yeah.
22 damage again, Brunt.
Yeah, so an arrow right in Brunt's heart. He looks very annoyed and very pissed off, and that hurt him.
He's yours, Lunine, says Corvus.
Anything else, Corvus?
I only moved 5 feet, so yes, I would like to continue moving.
Okay.
That is the game I play. It is called Hide and Seek. And I'm going to this other column. I'm going to hide.
Okay, make a hide check, a stealth check.
Yeah, it
miss
didn't look
getting to
good,
hide
depending
all
on
the
which dice
time.
came first.
Yeah, nobody's really looking in your direction, and you can hide right in there and among the nooks and crannies of the columns. Renata, we're back to you. Lunine, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna move along here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's when I see.
You see
Ozo.
Ozo unconscious on the ground.
25.
We've got 5 feet
My
left.
one healing spell is a touch, so I had to be closer. So I'll move closer.
You can dash as an action, as
I
a
can dash, but
action.
then
The healing's
Good
not
thing.
bonus,
I can
though,
just
is it?
stand.
Yeah.
You could stabilize, though. No, you can't. That's an action.
It's an action.
Yeah.
Unless we have medical kits and we're trained in it.
Make an intelligence check for me,
Okay.
here, Lunine.
Lunine?
Sorry, Renata. Renata, make an intelligence check.
I was like, well, we're fucked.
I mean, not that I could do better. 8.
Okay, yeah. Carry on.
Could I do a medicine check?
We don't have any intelligent people in this party, do we?
From that far away, sure. It's at disadvantage, though.
I'm intelligent-ish. I'm intelligent.
That's good.
Ish.
17.
They're unconscious and bleeding out.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't heal her on my turn.
You can shout to your friends this new information you have acquired.
Okay. So I will do that. I'll call out that Ozo is over here, badly hurt. Someone get to her. And in the meantime, I will.
Someone get to them.
Them, sorry.
Unfortunately, the only other person with healing is already down.
Oh shoot.
Just the way.
I will try this. In case they try to start something. I will cast Fairy Fire over these 3 down here.
Okay. That's a dex save, correct?
Dexterity saving throw, yes, 13.
All right. Okay, the halfling and the human succeed, but the gnome becomes lined in fairy fire. What color is your fairy fire? What does it look like?
Purple. Let's no,
Hello.
not purple. Purple's already chosen. Let's do.
Yellow.
I was gonna say yellow, like my hair, golden yellow.
Cool. So these golden sparkles limn around the gnome, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
So that's my action.
Anything else, Renata?
Yeah. I felt like I've asked this before, but Bardic Inspiration.
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action. Does it work towards death saving throws?
Yeah.
Or person that's unconscious? Yeah, so I can.
Yeah, it works on saving throws. That includes death saves.
Perfect. So I will cast Bardic Inspiration on Ozo here.
All right, so you send a little bardic inspiration towards the unconscious Ozo. And that's everything, yeah?
Yes.
All right, cool. Lunine, we're over to you.
All right. How's the big man looking?
You can make a medicine check on him.
I'll tell you mathematically how much damage I've dealt out, but I don't know how much he took.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
He
He's alive.
he towers above you and looks to be a walking mass of draconic form, muscle, and rage. And he's got a couple arrows sticking out of him, and he's still walking around swinging that axe. You don't think he's hurt at all?
Really?
He rolled a natural 1.
See, oh. Sorry, I was like, wait a minute.
Shut up, Matt.
I'm sorry.
Towering Hulk of mass. How towering am I? Is this something?
Like with the horns, he's almost 8 feet tall.
Oh, okay, little taller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go up to him. Oh, I'm still on the. There we go. And double slash. Where's my dice? There.
So what's the total on the 6?
12 and 19.
Okay, so the first attack misses, but the second attack hits.
Alright, so that is 3 damage. Sorry, so that's plus 4, so that's 7. Slash or piercing, and then
Okay.
we're gonna do a siren strike.
Okay.
So that's gonna take another 7 psychic.
Oof, okay.
And then we're gonna action surge.
All right.
I'm gonna swing again.
Go
That
for it.
doesn't give me back a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Alright. So that would be 18.
That'll hit.
Ugh, 5.
Okay.
Piercing. And then I'm gonna add another siren strike
All right.
for another 8 psychic.
Okay. So you just
Non-lethal.
non-lethal. Okay. So you just start going to town on this guy. You rush up, you swipe twice, you miss, and then jab in the second sword into the thigh, and he roars in pain. And you find that bit of adrenaline just to like bring the first sword back and slash again, which cuts deep, emitting this psychic vibration that pours off of your swords and into the body, causing him to grip his head. And he roars and reaches for your throat with this massive clawed hand and stumbles and falls to the ground, unconscious.
Hot damn.
Looning's just gonna shout, "Oi! You can either bring back my friend now and take your friend and just leave, or we're gonna have a lot more problems coming for you."
Make either a persuasion or intimidation check, your
And I'm
choice.
gonna take my short sword and point towards their dead friend behind me.
You've got 2 choices. This version of friend, that version of friend.
Yeah.
Said persuasion or intimidation?
Yeah, your choice. Actually, no, you're being intimidating. It's an intimidation check, but I'm going to give you advantage on it.
Oh, okay.
Because you just felled their big muscle dude and pointed to another
19.
dead friend. Is that at advantage?
Yes.
Okay, great.
The first one technically would have just been a 7.
Okay, great. All right, cool. So a 19, very intimidating. These 3 remaining here look very cowed. Ozo, go ahead.
Also, took no damage from their big friend.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, you just rolled up and just fucking knocked his ass down.
Went to town.
Corvus peeked around the corner during this, and he's like, "Oh damn, I'm a little jealous now."
Ozo, go ahead. Roll me a d20 for your death save, if you'd be so kind.
And I will use the bardic.
Yeah.
You might as well if you're already dead.
Right?
Unconscious.
Well, that was
The
fun.
spirit
Cool.
of Carolyn
So-
speaks in your ear.
So it's not an advantage, it's just a d6.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration is different than like regular inspiration.
Got it.
So we'll take the first number and then you can roll a d6 if you want. You don't have to use it.
Oh, I don't have. That's right. I get a choice on this one. Yeah, I don't have to use it. I won't use it.
Okay. What do you see in this moment of unconsciousness?
Now a bird flies through the snow.
Nice. All right.
Just lying on my back, looking at the sky, apparently.
Yeah. All right. Selanar makes a death saving throw. The human looks at the other two and says, I can't fucking carry him. I'm out of here. And rushes to the bottom of the stairs, up the stairs.
Oh, he is fucking out of here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy, that's the guy that got beat up and impersonated earlier. He's like,
Ah,
He's also not having a great day.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I didn't kill him.
The halfling woman also books. She's out. They also were not told to do anything except run off. The little gnome's eyes look wise, and you see the axe float towards you, Lunine.
Mm-hmm.
And it swings at you. That's a 14 to hit.
Lunine just wipes it aside with his short sword.
Yeah. And he sneers and then books it, running up these stairs and down this alleyway here. Andra, we're over to you.
Cool. The people who are escaping to the left are on my level, yes?
Yes, they are.
And I can see them?
Yeah, you can see them.
Cool.
Or yeah, you can definitely see the shapes moving. They're not trying to be stealthy. They are booking it.
Cool. I'm going to throw a chill touch at there it is. There's the dice. At the ringleader.
Okay. Yeah. You see it goes and it like grabs him and rakes through him, and deals him a point of damage.
Cool.
That's his first bit of damage he's taken.
Woohoo. The hand clings to him, but it doesn't like prevent him from moving or anything. It just
Yeah, it's just a claw that's like dug into his shoulder.
yeah. It's just annoying.
Totally. Okay.
That's what I got.
Anything else? Okay, great.
Nope.
Wonderful. Okay. The halfling says, he just says, retreat! And books it down the hall, or down the alleyway, disappearing into the darkness. Corvus, we're over to you.
So I heard that Ozo was down. Is that true?
Yep.
Yeah.
Renata called that out.
All right. I've already done the math, but I can get there if I bonus action dash using Phoebe skills. I can get here, standing on top of this ball of fire. I guess I could technically be here.
It's a dancing light orb. It's not damaging.
It's true.
Yeah,
And
you're fine.
I will then, that was bonus action, will then attempt with my action to stabilize Ozo. Now, I would like to think this might be a...
Also, yeah.
Go ahead.
Make an intelligence check as you get there.
Interesting. Not one of my strong suits, but here we go. Yep.
Okay, carry
Yes, I
on.
get it. Huh. Wonder what that was about. Yeah, I'd like to stabilize them if I can.
Okay.
Is this a reach if I say I've watched? Well, I don't know. I didn't get training in this from Ozo, but it would have been nice. I've definitely watched him do it a lot, probably.
Yeah, you can make him. You can attempt a medicine check. Go ahead. It's a DC 10 to stabilize. Yeah, you stabilize Ozo. They no longer need to make death saves.
That was a bonus action and action. Can I see anyone as they're retreating? I know I can't do anything.
I mean, you
Darren?
you don't see Darren, but you see the halfling woman and Sulfin at the edge up here.
Okay.
And based on what you know, the halfling woman is probably Lucy.
I have seen them. I still have 5 feet left of movement, so for dramatic flair, I'm gonna take 5 feet back and try to remove myself from their line of sight.
Okay. Renata, we're over to you.
So I will 10, 15. Now from here, am I able to see
What's your passive perception?
passive perception? 13.
Yeah, you see Selenar's prone, unconscious body on the ground over here. Looks like he's in bad shape and potentially bleeding out.
He doesn't feel good.
No, not at all.
That's as far as I can get. I'll do the same thing. I'll throw a bardic inspiration to him.
Okay.
And since I have an action, do I have line of sight on either of these two?
Yeah, you can see them. They're running away.
Perfect.
Their backs are to you.
I'm gonna. So this is the flute player right here, right? One on top.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna zap her.
go for it.
With a little Eldritch Blast. Actually, since they're running away and we don't get to use this too much, I'll use Vicious Mockery instead.
Okay.
And I'll say, just bluntly, your music sucks. That's it.
All right.
Your music sucks.
That's a saving throw. Wisdom.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw. 13.
She rolls a natural 1. She turns around and goes, "Fuck you!"
She takes 2 psychic damage.
All right. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, I'm glad I did that.
Cool. Great.
That's my turn.
All right, Lunine. The people you intimidated fucking split and have like run away. And you've got an unconscious massive draken at your feet. And a floating axe that did try to take a swing at you.
I'm gonna step over here,
Okay.
and I would like to loot the dragonborn more or less.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
9.
He's got a big axe in his hand.
I pick it up
You can add a great axe to your inventory.
with my scrawny arms.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big, massive axe. You can add that. It's heavy, but you got it.
Dope.
Looney is now dragging an axe behind him everywhere he goes.
Ozo is stable. Okay.
Technically, I can wield this.
Yeah, there's no
You're
strength
Fae.
description about it.
That doesn't matter.
You
Alright.
can wield it, you just can't carry it.
You're a marquis. You can do whatever you want.
No, I have martial
All right.
weapon training.
The other baddies, they book it, and you can no longer see them at all. So that brings us to Andra.
Cool. Now that I see nobody, I guess I'm going to run down here. Can't see the fucking squares. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's my
Okay.
movement and dash.
All right, very cool.
Here and be near everybody else.
Cool. Next up, we got, well, Corvus.
Okay. Has anyone checked on Selanar yet? Can I even see Selanar?
You can't see Selanar from where you are.
I'm gonna assume.
Well, actually, no. Yeah, you can see something on the ground over there. You can't make out what it is. But you see Renata like heading that way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm gonna let Renata do Renata's thing. I'm gonna go back and see about this unconscious Draken. Draken.
Seconds.
Draken.
Drakken. Draken.
He's not noir.
I'm gonna look at Lunine and say, "Nice work." And I'm going to. Have we rifled through his pockets yet, or did he just pick up the battle left?
Lunine just picked up the axe.
I'm gonna tie him up. And as I do so, I'd like to see if he's got anything juicy on him.
So you can do one or the other right now. Which do you want to do?
Let's tie him up first.
Okay. Go ahead. Make
as I do
a sleight of
this-
hand check.
I'm gonna say to the two party members standing near me, it's like, we really need to get Ozo, and I assume Selanar over there, and get to the ship. We won the battle. We don't have to stick around for the war. Let's get out of here.
Go ahead. Make a sleight of hand check to see how quickly you can tie up this massive Dragonborn.
Not my best work.
Yeah, so he's just too big, and like you can't like roll him over to really like tie him up well. So you get it around his arms around it. You get his wrist bound a little bit, but just like real quick, like like a couple quick loops. But yeah.
A hunting trap. What is that exactly?
So it's like a bear jaw.
Is there some? This is really awful. Is there some way I could like spring that on him?
I mean,
It requires someone to walk onto it, doesn't it?
if you want, you can
throw it at him.
you can throw it at him and like it'll hit him and it'll snap closed.
Yeah, but is that really gonna keep him there, or just piss him off when he wakes up?
It will hurt him. Like it's a steel jaw trap.
If I
But it's
think
not
it
attached
was,
to anything. Like it's not going to hold him.
I know that's the thing. I just wanted to slow him down when he gets up.
Cripple him.
I'm not trying to.
He's unconscious on the ground, bleeding out right now.
Are you saying there's a chance he might die on his own?
I am telling you the situation that you are in right now.
Listen, I didn't kill him. I don't have to save him, and I did a shoddy job of tying him up. So we should get out of here before he wakes up.
Great. End of your turn. Renata, we're over to you.
Great.
That's
Running over to Selanar.
Yeah.
And I will cast. Sorry, where is it? Healing word or the cure. Sorry. Cure
All right.
wounds.
All right. Go ahead. Selanar gets 10 hit points and is no longer unconscious, but
Woohoo!
merely prone.
We should maybe do that to Ozo.
Great.
Well, someone ran over and stabilized them. So
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're conscious. That's not the same thing.
No.
Goodness, it's fine.
Anything else, Renata?
No.
Okay. Lunine, you gonna do anything?
Can I just go check out the other guy I killed?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check to rifle through his stuff.
Loot the body.
Seven. I can't do anything but combat, guys.
You do that so well.
You pull out a folded piece of paper.
Did he take care of you?
I open it.
It's hard to read in this dim light.
Okay.
Squint
wait.
at it.
Okay. I'll just put it in my pocket for now.
Okay. Ozo, you're unconscious. Do you want to do something else, Lenny?
Do we need someone to pick up either Ozo or Selanar?
Ozo, yes.
Selanar is now conscious.
I'll go walk over towards Ozo to get
Okay.
ready.
Great. Selanar can stand up from prone
Yep.
for half of his movement.
Oh, and that means he cannot walk as far as Ozo. He can walk
15 feet.
15 feet, which gets him there. And if I click on the thing, I can actually take him there.
Yep.
And now that he is upright, he will throw a healing word at Ozo.
Great. Ozo gets 5 healing and is no longer unconscious. Andra, did you want to do anything?
Nah. I think I think
Great.
she's going to. She's slower than most, so she's going to start walking back over toward the bottom of the stairs here and say, "Y'all coming?"
Okay. Cool. All right. And with that, unless anybody wants to do anything else, we can exit initiative here.
I mean, I'll search the brood while I'm still standing there because that was technically 2 turns, but
As you pat him down, you realize he's dead.
oh well.
Oops.
But does he have anything on his body? That's the question.
So he's got a little coin purse on him that was very evident, and just Lunine missed it because it was like half under him, but it was like on the back side of his belt. You can grab that real quick, and then you can all rush back.
GTFO. Got it.
Yeah.
Are you all rushing back to the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
This will make contact with everyone. Everyone agrees.
You all begin rushing back to the ship, and that is where we will take a 5-minute break.
Ooh.
So we'll take a little short rest. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun with this little ambush adventure. Thank you, Ivesgata and Taco San Mashu. We will be right back after this short rest. We'll see you in 5.
After these messages. on? Why are we not
All
charging?
right. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thanks for sticking with us as we took a little short rest and our other friends gather for those last few moments. Thank you, Takos and Mashu. Are those raccoons swirling their butt tails at us? I think they are.
Oh.
Wonderful. They're ferrets. Thank you. Ferrets are much more
Totally
ferrety.
different.
Much more ermine. Ermine? Yeah. Anyway. So you have left behind you one quick note of clarification. Indeed, the Draken Brunt is not dead. Lunine had done non-lethal damage, so they did not need to make death saving throws that whole time. But so Corvus was able to snag a coin purse off of a living, unconscious Draken. But you all grab these quick things and head back, running back towards the ship, the Healer's Eye. And you all run. You make it through the docks. Nobody chases you, to your knowledge, and you get onto the Healer's Eye. The couple of crew that are like up here, it seems like the night crew's on, and they all kind of look at you and kind of raise their eyebrows. One of them walks up and is like, "What's up? What's going on?"
I need to speak to the captain.
Oh, all right. I know you've talked to them a few
Sergeant.
times. Oh, okay. He goes and knocks on the captain's cabin, and then Turi Joyson steps out. He's still clothed. He's just not wearing his hat at the moment. He goes, my friends. What can we do for you? Seems your party has gathered. Does that mean you have payment?
I've got payment, and how quickly can we sail?
We can sail quite quickly. We just need to cast off and say our adieus to the dock master. He's probably asleep, so it's probably one of his assistants.
Did Lunine mention? Sorry, I didn't mean to step on Lunine.
You're fine.
I'm going to procure what I really hope to be the payment.
You're going to procure it?
Produce? I don't know. Display?
Yeah. Yeah. So you pull out the little goblin figurine?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you pull it out. A big smile appears on the captain's face, and he says, my old friend. And he walks over and takes it from you. Says, it's the likeness of a friend of mine. I've known them for almost all of my life. So I appreciate its return. And he kind of like clutches it in his hand. And then calls out, Camilla, let's make way, shall we? Course, south-southeast, we're heading to Shorebank. And you hear a deep voice. Aye, Captain! Crew, get ready to make way! And people start scurrying about on the ship as you see this orc female woman. You can see in the lamp glow aboard the ship, she's got these gray-green skin. She is 6 feet tall, sleeveless vest, like dense muscles from years of being on board a ship, and she seems to be no nonsense. And she is calling out orders to the various crew who are running around. And then you all see a little halfling woman kind of come out from one of the other bunk areas and be like, "Oh, Turi, Captain, it seems as though we're getting underway." "Oh, yes, absolutely, Corin. our entire passengers are here. Payment has been acquired. So we're going to set off. Apparently they have some urgency to do so. And he kind of winks over to her, and she's like, oh, all right. I'll tell the dockmaster assistant.
Insight check on the wink. This is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
Am I in the room?
But...
I want to insight too.
Yeah, you can make insight checks.
So I gotta kill this guy tonight. Is he dying?
Make insight checks.
15? Ooh, good job.
Both of you...
Me.
Yeah, both of you get that he's just having fun and happy to have his little statue, and is having some kind of private joke with Corin.
You live tonight, Captain. I need you to sail.
Oh, but is this private joke is at our expense? Ozo's nervous now.
You don't think it's at your expense with a 15.
Okay, great.
Do I? With the 20...
No, you don't.
Okay.
He's not threatening you in any way, shape, or form. With a 21...
With a 15, and I was like, oh no.
In front of us.
With a 15, he's not making fun of you. With a 21, you're not even involved in his conversation, really.
Okay, I'll give Ozo like a... It's okay, look.
It's
We're
not
good.
very polite.
Wonderful. So, you have made it. The ship begins to make way. Corin goes down, talks to the assistant dock manager, who just kind of shrugs and shakes her hand, and she comes back on the boat. The gangplank is raised.
That was the only way on the ship and off, I'm guessing, the gangplank?
Per tradition, unless you're using some kind of crane. Yeah.
I'm just sure. I mean, Corvus will try, he's trying not to act weird, but I would just have been watching the gangplank to make sure that the only person that came back on it was, in fact, Camilla?
Corin.
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 Yeah.
Same thing.
So the healing eye is
Same thing. It's not.
not at all. Also, she's a halfling, not an orc.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the healer's eye, it's got 3 massive 80-foot tall masts. It's about 100 feet long from like the stern all the way to like the spar on the front of the ship. So there's like 80 feet of like deck.
It's a big boat.
It's a good sized ship. It's like 40 feet wide or so. It gets a little narrower and a little shorter when you go down.
You would actually know, wouldn't you, Jared? It meets the description of ship, doesn't it?
It does, yes. And you see the crew. It seems to be a mixed crew, both in species and gender identity. It seems like the Camilla, this orc woman, seems to be acting as like first mate. The rest of the crew seems to be mostly people who have some sort of like night vision. Like you see, like there's a male half elf and a couple of gnomes. You do see 3 goblins who are like running around like in the netting, like dropping sails and stuff.
On people or
It's an ambush.
They are letting in the sails and doing shit in the rigging. They're like undone. These goblins are very highly trained people.
As someone who speaks Goblin, I understand. Yes, I understand. I just think that was a great
Goblins are
question.
smart, guys. I mean,
uh-huh.
Yeah. And there's seems to be another half orc woman that is like with like a human man and a couple other individuals, and they're like pulling up the anchor and like loosing the lines from the shore. And within like 5-10 minutes, the ship is pulling away from the docks. And as the captain kind of strolls over to you, as the first mate is like steering from the helm, the captain walks over and says, "Well, I appreciate your work. You're welcome to, of course, take your take your cabins. I think some of you know where they are.
Oh yeah, that's us.
Yes.
Captain, I appreciate you getting us underway so quickly. I must admit it was a bit messy getting this for you, but no one was harmed. I don't mean that. I just mean you're likely to hear about it if you have any relation to this person.
Oh, well.
I thought out of professional courtesy, I should let you know.
Hey, I'm not the one who procured it, and I wasn't there. So, also, I don't think Jay will be reporting this theft to anyone.
That's good to hear. No one was made, so as far as I know,
Well, good.
as well as it could have, given the circumstances.
I don't need to know.
Right.
Well,
I'll be finding those quarters, if you don't mind.
Of course. You all look a bit haggard, and if, actually, Corin, would you take a look at some of these folks? These two seem to be quite roughed up. And Corin looks at Selanar and Ozo. She's like, oh, my, yes. Well, why don't you two come down to the infirmary and we'll get you patched up.
Yeah, we had a bit
Oh,
of a rough
what?
time.
Yeah.
Bit of a rough time.
Sorry, I was zoning out.
Oh,
The loss of
no,
blood.
it's understandable. It looks like you've lost quite a bit of blood, dear. Ozo, you clock this woman to be probably like 60 or so, maybe.
Cool.
Like a bit older, but not like ancient as far as halfling goes.
Got it. Apologies, madam.
Oh, you can just call me Corin. It's perfectly fine.
Thank you, Miss Corin.
It's really okay. Well, let's get you downstairs. And she leads you and Selanar to the infirmary. The rest of you can head to the berth that you've been described. It's a couple of rooms that you got to kind of bunk up in, but it's not spacious, but it's not like you're sardined in, but it is not like you are cramped in either. It's like two hammocks in a small, like 10 by 5 room or something.
It's cozy.
Sure.
Yeah. Lunine, you can read that paper in this lamplight and everything. You open it up, and it says simply, it's an IOU from someone named IVGT. Seems to be for like 8 silver and 12 copper.
Trash. And then you can just toss it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Could I try to do something quasi-sneaky as the crew is getting settled in?
Yeah, the crew's just making the ship and getting it out of harbor.
I would like to see what was in that bag from Shara, now that we are mostly safe here.
Yeah, so you kind of pull yourself over to a corner, or you're in like the room that you're going to split with Ozo, or however it works out. And you open up the bag, and within the bag, you find 625 gold.
Excellent news.
And there's no note or instructions or anything with it. It's just a bag of 625 gold.
Okie doke. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So, how many are there? There's 5 of us?
There's 6 of you.
Six of us.
6 of us?
So that's 100 each and 25 in the party fund, I guess.
Well, that's up to the only person who knows about this is Corvus.
I know.
That's what you think.
Corvus doesn't have to tell y'all anything.
Corvus is in the habit of not telling us all anything.
To which I will be more than happy to tell you some things. Starting tonight, considering we all made it here alive.
Ish.
So as soon as we're all gathered up on the...
Yeah, you. A bit later, Corin brings Selanar and Ozo back to the groups. Says, well, if any of you feel like having anything in the galley, Gordon certainly has left something on for the night shift. So you're more than welcome to partake of anything that may be left out by him.
Thank you.
Of course. And I suppose I'll see you all in the morning. Have a good evening. And she strolls away.
Might be the afternoon.
Good night, miss.
Are all of us gathered?
Yeah, you're all there.
Okay. Corvus, that's my name, would like to take this opportunity to address the party at large.
Mm-hmm.
After a few moments of counting the coin person secret.
Yeah.
So Corvus will say, listen, I know things were a bit hairy today. I'm glad we all made it to the ship in one piece. As far as I'm concerned, everyone did excellent work. Above and beyond, considering that I inadvertently put you all in a great deal more danger than I had ever hoped to. I think I've made some mistakes on this, and I want to be the first to admit it. Perhaps not dealing with our bound body in the alleyway a little bit neater led to us being found a little more quickly than I had imagined. If anyone has any feedback for me, I'm more than happy to take it. This isn't the type of mission that I normally ran with cash, if I'm being honest. So there was some improvising here, and I think I'm learning from some mistakes.
I'm sorry, are you forcing an intervention on yourself? On your leadership skills?
I don't think I would call it that. While we're on that subject, as far as I'm concerned, now that we are out of Cliffside, and the mission that I was sent there to complete having been completed, I no longer consider myself your leader in any way, shape, or form.
Where are we going now and why?
Well, we'll let Lunine answer that, because I believe that this part of the journey is something that they have initiated. But before we do that, there is some additional payment. Having fully finished the mission I went to complete. Which, if you want to ask me about, you're more than welcome. I'm sorry that I withheld some information. I tried to do it for your safety. Feel free to ask away if you would like, and I'll answer anything that I can. But while you're thinking of your questions, I'd like to give each of you 90 gold.
Wow, you're so generous.
I
Where
believe
is this money coming from?
90 gold's a lot of money.
This was additional payment that I received after procuring the item that I went to take from the Thieves Guild here in Cliffside. From the have I said the Thieves Guild? Have I said that word out loud before? I've been to Kelfer about
Too
it.
late.
I'll just say the guild. I'll just say the guild. From the guild here in Cliffside.
Cool.
Do you want it or not?
What does this guild specialize in? As I take the money.
Well, all sorts of things, really. You might consider them information brokers of sorts, and wealth distribution managers. Depends on.
Are you working for the man? Is that
I
what you're
was gonna
telling
say,
us?
where did Corvus learn this corporate bullshit?
He's working for a hedge fund. It's hedge fund bros.
That's right. That must be it.
You're gonna
If
try
you
to
have
sell
to
some.
ask, Renata.
You're gonna try to sell some Electrum later.
I'm gonna give him a moment to really like. Was this a rhetorical question, or was this a you really don't know?
You
I
can make
really
an
don't
insight.
know.
Do you want to know?
Well, I feel, since we're having an intervention here, I feel that you and Ozo have been a little bit too mysterious for our liking.
That's fair. Does anyone else feel this way?
I mean,
Yeah.
running off and all of a sudden we got even more trouble without understanding particularly why isn't really that great.
No, you're right. You're right. I will tell you.
If you have to do work, I get it. But at least you need to let us know if we're to expect even further danger than we're already aware of.
Well, this was an oversight on my part. The way I played this did not come off as cleanly as I normally would have liked. I am not in the habit of getting myself or my team into this sort of trouble. This was a bit uncharted territory and maybe this was a big job. And so I apologize that it went down the way it did. Which is why I'm even doubly impressed that we all made it back here, mostly unscathed. If you want the details, I think that at this point I owe it to you, and you've earned my trust, and hopefully I can earn some trust back.
I mean, at this point, I personally don't particularly care, because you said the job's over and done with. But I can't speak for the others, but just for the future. And stop feeling so sorry for yourself. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, that's fair. If this were to happen again, I certainly will be a little more forthcoming to try to keep us all safe. That is assuming that we continue to travel with each other, but it looks like we're on at least one more adventure for now. I am taking some time off, as it were, from my duties with the guild back in Mindarian. Suffice to say, though, Renata, we had reason to believe that the guild here was not wholly loyal to the guild back in Mindarian. And I was asked to grab and provide proof of this deception.
Are we still carrying that proof
Yeah.
around?
We are not. No one had the proof anywhere near them at any time. And the hope was that if anyone came asking for it, you truly wouldn't know what it was or where it was. That may have put some of you in harm's way, however. We went up against 5 lieutenants of this guild and their leader, and it could have gone a lot worse.
Those were lieutenants.
Listen, they're not soldiers per se. They all have different skills. That doesn't make them not dangerous, just different, dangerous, and probably why they were able to track us down so quickly.
Well, if they want to last, they better work
That's
on that.
it. Well, as far as I know, all of you are nobodies to them. You're not even a member of the guild. You could have just been hired mercenaries for all they care about. And I don't think anyone made my identity. So I'm not saying that we should come back to Cliffside anytime soon, but I do think that we should be safe on our journey moving forward. Did I answer the question enough, or do I need a little more detail for you, Renata? I'm not trying to hold anything back, I promise. I just don't know how much detail you actually want.
That would do for now. Yeah, that would do. Corvus, that would do.
Well, please take this gold and my thanks.
Already did.
And as far as I'm concerned, Lunine can take point on this next journey, and I'll just be along for the ride, and you let me know what you can use me for.
Oh, I'm in charge now.
This is your quest, if I may use such a colorful term.
You kind of broke up there, Tanner.
Yeah, I was like, did the internet freeze? I don't know. Did you just
Not robotic.
did you say fuck me?
Holy shit. My sound just lagged the hell out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you had a big slow glitch, so we lost whatever you said in response to Corvus.
No, I just said, "Oh, I'm the leader now," and then it glitched out for me.
Oh,
Got it.
you briefly sounded like Max Headroom, telling us that you were the leader now.
No, I was asking.
Yep.
I nodded. Sorry, I don't know if that was obvious. I didn't say anything and your audio was glitching, but yes. I nod.
Alright, well, I guess as soon as we hit land, I'm just looking for any connection to my home. Anything possibly like the portal in the satyrs we found. Any information pointing us to maybe another direction I need to go. That's really it.
What is your... I say this knowing this is I didn't tell you my ultimate end goal. But I am asking now, what is your goal? Are you trying to get home, or you just want to know if there's a way?
I don't know if I should go home, but at least finding a way at the moment would maybe settle my nerves a bit.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I can. And I've never been to wherever this is we're going, so it should be fun. It's been a long time since I've got to travel, and this last trip we took, well, we had some fun, but
Oh yeah, we're not going back that way, are we?
no. I'm sure we'll find a different way back to Mindarian eventually. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go back to my bunk. Am I sharing one with Ozo? Did we determine that? Because I do have words to say to Ozo.
You were shown to 3 cabins. Each cabin has 2 hammocks. So it's or bunks. They're bunk beds actually, like built in.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ozo. Where's our bunk?
It's this way.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all like right next to each other. It's like the back end of the ship, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you were shown to 3 of them. So there's one on like. So you were shown to one that's on the starboard side, and then 2 that are on the port side.
Let me ask you this: is the one that is the opposite far enough away that if I wanted to have a more private conversation with Ozo, I could do so without tremendous fear of eavesdropping, or should I take a step to the like bow of the ship or something?
So it's a ship. So it's only like 40 feet across, and the rooms are only like 7 by 10. Like they're not large, and they have like there's walls dividing them, but like
They're pieces of wood, right? I should go outside, is what you're saying.
it's up to you. You don't know what's You don't know what's in the room next to you.
Can I look?
Yeah. You look at the room you weren't showed to.
Yeah, what's on either side of me?
Well, so there's big like storage where there's some stuff that's lashed down. Seems like stuff that the crew needs to get into first of all, like some cargo crates and stuff like that on this bit of the dock or the bit of the deck. And then there's your door, and then there's another room that is closed and you weren't shown into. It's just got a latch on it. It doesn't look like it's locked. You open it up, and it looks like it is like a office or a desk or something. There's a cot in here, and a desk with like a logbook or something on it. You don't know what it's for. It does look inhabited, or at least used often.
Okay, probably shouldn't hang out in here. Well, I'll sort of mention to Ozo that I'd like to speak to them somewhere, quiet. If it makes more sense to just go back outside, and hopefully we can have a conversation lost in the hubbub of the sounds of the ocean and whatnot. Or the back of the storage, like the...
Gonna go hide in a closet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get somewhere quiet, but like, inconspicuously.
It's up to you. You tell me where you want to go.
I go where you go.
You're on a ship. It's only like it's functionally 80 by 40 feet, and there's 3 decks.
So let's go outside, assuming that it's mostly just crew out there. We'll take a pause if anyone else wanted to do things or ask questions before I jump back into conversating.
Andra's just going to wander down to like the hold.
Mm-hmm.
And just
See, I knew it.
And just like take a peek around. She's looking for vermin. If there's
Wait, are you still looking for a rat?
still looking for a rat, yes.
Make an investigation check.
I'm glad we didn't go to the hold.
I got an 8.
Yeah, on an 8, you don't see any signs of rats.
Okay.
It's a tight ship they run here.
It's fair. It's fair. It seemed worth checking.
Yeah.
Cool. If I run into anyone,
You don't.
I don't. Okay, great. Never mind. Then I will.
No, it seems like the crew seems to be up, like on deck, like making the ship get out of the dock, which seems to be like an all hands sort of thing.
Fair. In that case, I will stay out of their way.
Yeah. Down in the hold, you do see like so on the front end of the ship towards the bow, on the deck that you're on, there are a couple doors that are closed that seem to lead into some sort of rooms. You don't know what. There's 2 of them, and then on the in the hold there's a door to the bow and a door to the stern. Just so you know.
Do they look like? Are they just ordinary doors? Like, are they locked? Are they?
They just look like doors. They have latches on them.
Okay. I am not going to go opening potentially strangers' doors in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I'm
Good
going
choice.
to I'm going to get out of the way and walk back and walk into one of the unclaimed rooms and toss my stuff on the lower bunk.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. So, unless anyone else wants to do anything, we'll cut back to Corvus and Ozo having a little private chat up on the deck. There are people like running around on deck. There's like a one of those like rock launchers on the deck, the mangonel. There's people up in the rigging, up on the masts, like tied on with lines and scurrying about. The 3 goblins are up there, and they seem to be having an argument about who's going all the way up to the crow's nest.
Okay, yeah, I'm just...
And you see the orc woman, Camilla, is at the helm.
Camilla, a full orc or a half orc?
Full orc.
Okay.
Badass. Yeah, I mean, having been on a ship for a length of time recently, I'm just looking for a place that's out of the way from the crew that I can just have a conversation that maybe the commotion of what's going on around me will drown out.
Yeah, it seems that since you are like still kind of leaving the harbor, because it takes a while to navigate out from the docks, and then there's the harbor, and you can see that you've made your way towards the scar, like you're kind of there at this bottom level of the scar, and you're about to start going out south through the walled shores, which the sea right now seems a little... It's not like storm turbulent, but it's not like glassy smooth either. It seems like there's always kind of winds, so it'll be a bit of a rocky experience. Choppy. Yeah, a little choppy.
I mean, ultimately, that is kind of what I was hoping for. I want the like business of getting the ship out.
Yeah, people are definitely like figuring out what they are. They're doing their jobs. They're not paying attention to you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll pull Ozo aside, and I'll say, I wanted to apologize for how that went down. I think without meaning to, put you in a pretty dangerous situation. Are you feeling okay?
Well, thank you for the apology. But yeah, I'm fine.
I know you're tough, but also, this is a bit embarrassing to say, considering you've seen me work for some time now, but today was not my best day at work.
No, it sucked.
Tell me how you really feel.
Sorry, was that rude?
No.
Everything after lunch was a shit show.
Pretty much. Yeah. I appreciate the honesty.
I mean,
and thank you.
It's not your place, so things are hard when you're away from home.
I'm not usually calling this many shots either, which is a lot. I'm not trying to make excuses. I just tried to keep moving and make decisions, and I knew there would be some fallout, but I think it got to me, and it distracted me a little bit, and things almost fell apart for a second. You definitely saved my ass back there at the mansion. There was some quick thinking. I still don't know what the hell you said to her, but
I was trying to be polite.
Well, whatever it was, it worked. And then I totally botched it, getting the item out of there. So everything was by the skin of our teeth there for a moment. But
yeah.
Listen, I know I was gone for a while. I want to fill in the details of what happened. But again, thank you. If you hadn't have notified me about us getting made at the casino, I don't know if I would have been successful. And then I'll sort of I just want to speed up a little bit because I see the time. I'll give them a sort of rundown of what happened from casino to me getting the ledger. And then coming back from that saying like, so when Darren was there tied up in the alley, I really didn't know what to do with his body. I didn't really want to kill him. It's not my way, and it sort of goes against, I mean, he's still a member of the guild, even if they are being dishonest for cash.
I mean, I'm not opposed. He wasn't really a threat. It is what it is. I don't know how to have a hostage.
Well,
Mostly, I
I'll
know
try-
how to watch.
I'll try to think of that next time. Who knows? Maybe it would have been better to leave someone watching them. But I'll try to be a little more transparent in the future. There's something else. We've been working together a while. And I haven't really talked much about myself. It's not really what I do. You asked me the other day if I had a sibling, and it got me thinking. Then also you shared some information about yourself that was pretty big.
Ozo says through their brain, "Oh, this."
Yeah. Is it still just me that knows, by the way?
I think so.
That could be useful. I want to share something. I want to freak you out, but you saw my disguise before I infiltrated the Thieves Guild and stole the ledger, yeah?
Yeah. You're good at
I
that.
still have the mask on, by the way.
Yeah.
Great.
Which, as he says that, you recall, Ozo, that it was like a damn good disguise. Like you couldn't tell.
Yeah. You're very good at that, you know.
I'm not just good at disguise kits. Every time. Every time. Down.
Every time you try to RP.
That's some awesome sound effect right there.
They're on to us. Get out of here, quick.
I'm a
Anyway,
secret. Wow!
every time. It's happened.
The Harbor Patrol. The Harbor Patrol is after you.
The tugboat fire
Oh, crap.
department. It's really going, actually. Let's just all listen to this for a moment. FDNY is doing their job tonight.
Hey, you know, there's something
Second
somewhere.
engine. Listen,
Yeah.
I have a story about those guys. Those drivers, fucking.
Next day.
Oh, I know. They're good. They're good.
They are good. Anyway, so Corvus says, yeah, I kind of have an ability to, and it lets me really copy someone's likeness, provided that I have been able to observe them a little bit. Let me give you an example. I'm going to turn away for a second. I'm going to grab my mask, and as I take it off, I look like Renata. And I'm going to say, Renata Soul Angel.
There's a lot to unpack there.
And I'm going to do a little bow.
There's a lot to unpack.
And then I'm going to put the mask right back on.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's a little freakier than mine.
they prefer the real deal.
But yeah,
I was a little afraid.
that might explain the beard.
Oh, I forgot I had that beard still. Yeah. Thank you. There's been a lot going on.
Touched your face and it just appeared and it was weird. It didn't come from anywhere, so maybe that makes sense. Wait, hang on. What character am I? Stop talking so quickly. Um. Huh. Forgive me for prying, but is this an always or a sometimes?
What do you mean?
Well, I can always, and then I say, talk in my head to you, but I can sometimes hurt people.
If you're saying what I think you're saying,
And heal people more than medicines.
I'm always me, but I can sometimes disguise. Does that answer the question?
I mean, yes. But like only whenever you want? Is that why it's sometimes?
Whenever I want.
Or is it only sometimes because you get too tired or something?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I completely understood the question, but like,
Okay, it sounds like Ozo is asking if it's a like limited like per day thing, or if you can just do it whenever you want. Like,
oh,
Ozo's doing I don't really know magic, but I know that like some stuff.
yeah, you get the sense they're asking
finite
if
and
they
cast
are
it.
asking if it's a magic spell you cast a couple
yeah,
times.
You're trying to find a way to ask the mechanics of it without
Right.
saying how many
But
times
Ozo
a day
doesn't really
per
know
short
magic
rest can you use?
so good.
Um,
Or is this just you, like
is
my brain?
I think it's just me.
Huh.
I don't know anyone else like this. I knew someone else, but they are gone. My sister is not alive anymore. So,
That's why you're sad sometimes.
sorry, I'm not laughing. Corvus is not laughing. I'm laughing.
I think with my passive insight, I can make that connection. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to get too deep here, but you are the first person I've told since her. So, I would like to keep this under wraps. I'm very good at disguises. As far as anyone is concerned, I think this is something that if it were to get out, gets a little too freaky, like you said, for some people to handle. I use it to stay alive and yeah, sometimes for my job, which I'm taking a break from for a while.
Well, maybe. I think that what you do is still going to be useful with whatever we're doing with the meme. But thank you for sharing. And I think the proper way to seal the secret is a handshake.
Just a handshake?
Well,
You want to know secret handshake?
I've read that sometimes people use different kinds of handshakes to mean different kinds of promises. There's one where they do pinkies only. There's another where you spit. I don't want to spit. Because it's unhygienic.
I don't want to spit either. Do you want to do a pinky or just a regular handshake? I'll accept either. It's your call.
This is adorable.
I can't. Just making shit up from my book of propriety.
That's the game.
Well, I think this is probably pretty important. So let's do pinkies.
Understood.
Wonderful.
Listen, Ozo. I really do trust you. And I hope you trust me. Thank you again. By the way, I'll make this brief. Did you have a dream the other night? A really horrible dream. Because I did.
Definitely.
And in it, someone broke into our room and tried to stab you while you were sleeping. I have no idea what that means. And in the dream, I got to them first. I don't know if that part is behind us now and we're left cliffside or what. I don't know. I don't dream a lot. I thought it was pretty weird. I did try to hide the body and got caught doing it and was running from some people. Again, I don't know if this is all has anything to do with what occurred or what didn't occur, but I'm watching your back, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I have had strange, not bad, not good dreams. It did involve you, but that's okay. You have not given me any reason not to trust you. And now we have a promise. We're good. But is it rude to keep secrets from everyone else? Or normal?
The truth is, ironically, everyone is keeping secrets. We have no way of knowing what their secrets are until they wish to share it or we discover it ourselves. As far as I'm concerned, we have a reason to trust each other so far as to keep each other alive, which we have proven to do a few times now. Give it time. Maybe more truths will come out. But too much too fast can be a lot for some people. And I understand that the quest we had in Cliffside, the ambiguity of it all was probably a lot for them. But that's done now. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm here to just tag along and help Lunine because this is his turn. So, no,
Okay.
I don't think it's rude. I think that makes us human.
I'm not human.
Oh, sorry, you know what I mean, like quotation mark human. A
Humanoid.
person, yes.
A person. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not very
All right.
philosophical.
Well, it will be okay.
I'm gonna do this as I leave and nod. And then I'm gonna.
This is our new hand sign.
Our enemies get this. Our friends get. No, just kidding.
Great.
I'm gonna try to go to sleep.
Okay. As you all settle down for your evening on the gently rocking ship at choppy seas, you hear the calls of the crew occasionally shouting out orders of Camilla. Those three goblins arguing. Little whispers drift down, and you hear the splashing of waves. And upon the dawn, you are all awoken as something miraculous happens. From the sun, a curtain of rainbow-colored light washes over the planet of Nuuli. And everyone on the planet is aware and knows, but nothing negative has happened. Nothing ostensibly positive has happened. Things have just changed. And that's where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged.
Interesting.
For players, when you awaken from this long rest, you are level 4.
Ooh.
Damn.
And with this washing over of Nuuli, that is the world transitioning to the 2024 Player's Handbook instead of the 2014 Handbook. So, the moons did not reunite, I've got it, but thank you for asking. Indeed. So now we'll be using our 2024 versions of characters. So if anybody needs to finish anything up for that, let me know and I can help you. And you can level them up to level 4.
Sweet.
So we'll be back here next week, January 14th, 2025, with episode 21 of our D&D adventures here on Nuuli Forged.
I cannot believe we've had 20 episodes already. Wow.
Woohoo.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Why stuff?
I think we have everybody next week, unless I'm mistaken, but I think we have everybody.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Cool. Love that. And Jeff will be joining us from a hotel, I think, in Down Under. So
I'll be in a hotel in
that.
Florida, but I think I'll be available. So.
wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I hope you all had fun this week with a little ambush adventure and a little bit of ship-to-ship action. And
Ship action.
thank you, I've got it, for being here. Thank you, Taco San Mashu, and I saw NYZ Zam way in the beginning. So thank you to anyone who came in, joined us, did a little lurk, and spent some time with us this evening. I hope you all had fun. We'll be back next week. We're going to go around to say our goodbyes. I'll figure out who we're going to raid. So players, feel free to plug anything you want to plug if you know of something cool and nerdy or whatever. But yeah, we'll start our goodbyes with our soul angle himself, Renata.
It's Angel, so Angel. Angle.
Kurt Angle?
But yeah, it's me. It's me, Renata. Sup. Thanks for watching. Check us out next week. And thank you. Good night.
Wonderful. Up to Ozo.
Thanks for watching. I'm Amber, and formerly Ozo. Next week I will be gone, but maybe that will give me a chance to try to remember what this character is again. But Greg has me confused. I keep turning into Greg.
Okay, there was a whole goblinoid statue that I'm pretty sure.
I know. I'm so excited. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Yay, level 4 in 2024.
Yeah, fun times. Thank you so much. Next up, we've got Lunine.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Super excited for to try out the new updates and level 4.
Yeah. Yeah. All
new islands and new arc.
yeah, all kinds of new stuff coming this way. Fun times. Next up, we've got Corvus.
Hello, this is Corvus. This has been the last edition of the Corvus Show. I will be promptly taking a backseat as the moody, quiet rogue of the party for the remainder of the next quest. Thank you. Until next time.
Thank you. And Andra.
Hey, I'm Sarah, and I have been Andra. And hey, you can watch the past 19 episodes, as well as our entire campaign 1 on YouTube, as well as follow us on whatever the social media of the day is. It seems to change as fast as our underwear. But we are nonetheless have a presence on most of the social media out there. NuuliForged.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I may.
Andrea's defeat.
Yeah, I may get rid of X. I'm not liking that platform much anymore. So anyway, or Facebook for that matter. But anyway, that's for another decision, another day. I've been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you all next time. Hop in this raid. We're going to raid someone new tonight. We're going to raid Ghost Pepper. They're doing a D&D bard shot, so maybe it's Oops All Bards? I don't know.
Oops.
Yeah,
but
that is an oops.
Yeah. But hop in this raid. Let them know that they've been newly raided. And we will see you all back here next week. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you had good holidays. Hope you have a prosperous New Year. Be kind, be understanding, don't be dicks, and just be cool, y'all. Be cool. And with that, we'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for being here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.